The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, come on. Hey.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Hurry, hurry!
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Willis. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Willis. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
88, 88, 88. Back point.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hey, take 26. Inside.
Rodgers going to throw. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schaefer. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Back north. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. On first down, Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Willis will look to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second down, here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. A 3rd and 2, here's Willis. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Fourth down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schaefer. 20. Touchdown, Packers. 14 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
And at After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Willis out of the gun.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now it's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10, Willis.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Last play of the half, Willis.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready, set.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they're in a position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Again, it's Willis to throw it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now Willis. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Back to throw, Willis.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Weaver. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little light.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong. And leads to 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Working from the gun, Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schaefer. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now Jones. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They go play action with Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing Jones. Pass is complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. this play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 2nd and a long way to go.
Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you couldn't forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and 2, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula. Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT. And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down at 5. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins
from 19 yards away.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Barkley diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Jones throwing for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Another run with Sanders.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big move.
And now the rookie's free.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A run by Dallas to start the drive.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Dallas.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop it from trying again the rest of this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Uchenna Nwosu, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Returning right back to Lockett. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 6. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here we go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
On the 6.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, a 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time.
He's got a man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A check down here to Jones. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat on the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it?
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 8 yards out. And the Packers are back within a couple of the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Packers 26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Running left is Walker.
And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.